Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing great and you're going to join me for some action in Grand Prix Legends today. I'm doing the round 4 of oAo 65 mini series. We're at Monaco and I'm going to drive the Brabham BT7, which is one of the slowest car but also one of the best handling, maybe the best handling in the mod. Very balanced, very easy to drive. Underpowered, but on this kind of track I think it's a good choice because we don't have many long straights, and even though out of the slow corners it's going to struggle, you can compensate with more taking more risk in the corners. I think there is about 12-13 minutes until qualifying begins, so until then I'm going to just do a few laps offline and then we'll check for the server, and then we can start driving in the actual event. Let me check if everything is fine. I don't know, Dimi, can you? I have no idea. Okay. Let's see, yeah, 3000. I was thinking of making it even lighter, the steering wheel, but this gives me better control and I'll just have to be careful not to get too tired too soon. Maybe in the race I won't have to push that much, we'll see, hopefully. Let's enter the game. Sure, Jimmy, throw some money my way. I don't mind. Oops, not this. And one thing I'm not sure about is the fuel load. We have 38 laps, which means maybe this is enough fuel, maybe it's actually even too much. I'm not sure. Let's see. Or maybe it's not too much. Maybe it's a little bit under fueled. Yeah, maybe 61 liters is better. Let's do a little bit of qualifying driving though, because on this track, as you know, qualifying matters the most. By the way guys, if you notice any issues with the sound or something else, because I'm streaming also on YouTube at the moment, just let me know. I hope it's going to be okay. Cannot really out-tap from the game, so if there is anything I want to fix it before going onto the server. By the way, Dimi, if you're still watching, in that corner before the tunnel, don't go to the left side into the wall. There is an invisible edge and you can rip a wheel off there easily. So stay away from that wall. You can exit close to it, but not too close. I need to figure out where exactly is the braking point for turn 1. Oh, it's a little bit tricky to judge. And I don't have a special braking point, I'm just driving by feeling, but it's not consistent. This is the corner, I mean, you cannot really go too much to the left side. I almost clipped the wall there, where the invisible edge is. Also for this corner I'm not sure about the braking point. So 2 corners I need to figure out. Okay, 8 minutes or 7 minutes before we have to go on the server. I'm just going to finish this lap and go to the chat in Igor. So we can see when the server is up. That was too risky. I shouldn't brake that late. Better to go with some throttle through the corner, through the chicane instead of slowing down. The rear is too unstable that way. $31.16, not bad. Without the mistakes, should be a 30. My best, I think, was a 30.29. But maybe on less fuel, so on the 5th flying lap or something. Let's go back. I tested earlier in the server, everything seemed fine. So just we need to wait about 5 minutes until they begin. Yeah, I think it's still loading. There it is. I'm not expecting a full grid today because this track is not so enjoyable, I imagine, for some people, but we'll see. The default track has full throttle chicane, which is not very realistic. This is an attempt to make it more realistic, but I still think it's too fast. You can still really almost go flat out. Not flat out, but in third, fourth gear. I think in reality it was down to third gear for sure. And slower. But even then it was a very risky corner. Several people have crashed there. Two of them flying into the water. And of course there's the fatal accident in 67 from Bandini, unfortunately. That's going to be the biggest challenge in the race. To go through the chicane without mistakes, to avoid other people if they crash there. And especially following someone, it's very difficult to see the correct line. So yeah, qualifying is going to be very important. And then I think for the final two rounds, I have the BT11, the Cooper, and the Lotus. Or maybe not the Lotus, the Honda? Let me think. I used so far the BRM, the Ferrari. Yeah, we used the Honda in round 2, where I won in Vigram, or Wigram. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. So yeah, we have Lotus, Cooper, and BT11. Need to see which car requires better handling, because I think the BT11 is very, very good handling. Almost as good as this Brabham, but with more power. And only 5-speed gearbox, but it's not a big issue. A lot of torque. And then the Lotus is a little bit strange, but very good balance as well. Just not exactly my type of car. It's a little bit snappy. Yeah, let's not forget the pit box rule. If we go out, we have to return to the pits. Otherwise, we cannot go out again until the last 5 minutes. Which means I should be careful not to crash anywhere during the qualifying attempts. I'm still going to take big risks though, if I feel comfortable. Maybe on the 5th and 6th fine laps. When the tires are up to temp, it shouldn't be a big issue. Okay, server is launching now. Yeah, by the looks of it, it's not going to be a full grid. Which is better. Which is better on this track, because otherwise I imagine it's going to be total carnage, especially in the first laps after the start. Yeah, 38 laps. Not too long, but still, it's going to feel very long. I remember many years ago, the Grand Prix distance when we used to do Monaco was the original 100 laps, so it lasted about, I don't know if it was 2 hours or 2.5 hours, something like that. So now it should be about 1 hour race. Yeah, he's here, but I'm trying not to think about him. He's Yannick. And I'm expecting him to take a faster car, which means if he is faster, maybe I can just leave him and drive for second place or something. Unfortunately, I asked Michael, who organizes, and he says he doesn't want to give any penalties because it's a mini series for fun. I don't agree. I think it ruins the fun, but okay, not my job. I tried. Okay, let's go. Closing this. Let's enter the password. The problem would be if he is in front, but I'm as fast as him. So I have to be very careful to keep behind, put pressure, but if he makes mistakes, not to collect him and retire as well. It's impossible to overtake, especially with this car. Even with a more powerful car, it would be impossible. Unless a very big mistake happens and there is room to go through. Okay, let's see. Let me see what car he is in, by the way. Oh, he's with the Cooper. Okay. So similar pace, maybe just a little bit faster car. But basically almost the same as the Brabham. Now let's be careful in the first 2-3 laps before the tires are warm, because we don't have a reset option until the last 5 minutes. And also I need to find clear track to be able to push. I wonder if this is Dimi. It looked like a Brabham. I'm not using Prix because I couldn't make it work for some reason. But it feels more realistic this way and more immersive. And let's not forget, we're also driving with realistic damage, so no resets and very easy to damage the car. To bend the suspension, to lose a wheel. Yeah, I shouldn't do this kind of thing. It may not seem like much, but it usually causes a little bit of alignment damage, at least, if nothing more. Definitely feeling more nervous compared to testing, because there is no consequence for mistakes there. But now I cannot afford any mistakes. Careful, too much. I noticed John joining, so maybe he can be competition as well. I keep messing up this corner, carrying a little bit too much speed. Okay, this time it was better. One more lap. Now it was too late. Okay, let's do one more lap to get to the pits. Even though I'm running down on fuel, but I didn't want to just park it immediately there. It wasn't my pit stall. I doubt the final lap I did is going to be better, even though in several corners I think I went quicker, but the time lost in the tunnel was maybe too much. I wonder if I should open the coast on the differential a bit more. I have to lift up too much sometimes to make the car rotate. It's not very comfortable. At least for qualifying I can try more aggressive coast setting. Yeah, the fuel going down, the engine is losing power. What was the word? Sputtering? I think so. Okay, this is my box. I guess I can finish a lap and brake immediately. Oh, managed to improve my personal best on the last lap. Okay, despite the mistake, passing the, not a mistake, but losing time around the other driver. Managed to improve. Oh, maybe Yannick decided to start last because of what happened. I don't see him setting up times in qualifying. Okay, 17 minutes to go. On GPL rank, by the way, Michael has with BT7 30.7, so if he can improve on that, he can get quite close. Where is Dimi, by the way? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Let's watch him a little bit. Of course, we get some lag because the server is in the United States, so the ping is quite high for me and for him as well. Yeah, Michael improving. If he can improve a little bit more, it's going to be very close between us. I'm not sure I can improve much. Maybe 1/10. Oh, Dimi slowed down. Maybe he wants a clear track ahead of him. Oh no. Yeah, I think he was blocking the road a bit there. Because you really need to go to the left side to make the hairpin. Oh, he's getting to the pits. Okay. Let me try more coast and see how it is. Oh, what happened? Someone pushed me. It seems. Yeah, now it rotates more, but let's see if I can keep it under control. Because it's so easy to overdo the rotation. Yeah, something like this. If you let go of the throttle too much or too suddenly, Hey Alan, long time no see. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing okay. I wish you came to race in this mini-series, by the way. 65 mode. It started last year and now continuing the second half. 6 races in total. Thank you. All the best for 2024. Okay, let's try to improve somehow. But again, traffic ahead. Not sure I can get a clean lap. Okay, this felt very good. Right on the limit through the chicane. It's definitely easier to rotate the car with 85 coast. So I can carry more speed. Yeah, too much. Let's get to the pit lane. Don't read the chat. I just noticed what you wrote. Oh no! Oh my god. See? I was trying to take it slower and it was worse because the car turned too much. Yeah, I think for the race I'm definitely going to take 60 coast. It's too risky with 85, even though I think it's much faster. Maybe it's a few tenths. Now let's try to take the hairpin on 3 wheels. Wow, 29, yes. I don't think I can improve much more, maybe a few hundreds, but it was right on the limit almost everywhere. A little bit rough, but very fast. Just battling with the cat trying to take the Christmas tree down. No surprise there. Oh, Dim is struggling to get a clean lap, it seems. 8 minutes. I guess I'm just going to test for the race from now on. Let's see, 1 warm-up lap. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, 6 laps. 8 liters, 6 laps. Let me calculate. I'll put a little bit on top. Yeah, I'll leave the 85 for qualifying, but let's use 60 for race. Wait, isn't the jump on the server? Oh, disconnected. He cannot join. Okay, just one moment to try and help him. Yeah, let me calculate. 8, 4, 6. 133. Okay, so let's say 135 consumption. This is 38 laps. Why is Dimi asking to start last? I don't understand. Oh, maybe it's not him. 17th. No, it is him. Why is he last? Oh, maybe he broke the rule. Maybe he broke the rule. He pressed escape, maybe. Okay, never mind. Let's check. 38 laps, yes. Okay, I can go with 51 liters, but I'm going to put more. Maybe 57. Let's not cut it too short. Yeah, 57 liters. I think it's more than enough. Oh, you pressed escape. Yeah, I just realized before I read the chat. It's a shame. Why didn't you go to the pit lane? But yeah, I guess if you start last now, or maybe you can just qualify now, 5 minutes, and then take a penalty on the next round. Don't start last here, please. Try to do a lap. If you start last, how are you going to overtake all these guys? Better to get penalty next time. Not here. Okay, let's try with 4 minutes to go. Let's try with the race fuel. Oh, I think Jonathan managed to connect this time. But unfortunately, I don't think he has time to set a good lap. It's just that the tires take such a long time to load. And there are only 3 minutes or something. Yeah, I have to avoid doing this in the race. So I think on the right side the chicane is safer if you go through the bales. On the left you cannot afford to hit anything. I'll keep that in mind. If I mess it up, I go to the more to the right side. It's definitely going to be a very long race, maybe even a lonely race, because I imagine everyone, myself included, are just going to take it easy. Too easy to mess it up, at least in the chicane. Even though I don't think if you go slower in the chicane it guarantees you that you're not going to crash. It's still very high speed, even in third gear. And the car is very unstable. Yeah, something like this will be safe. But it seems on the left side there is no buffer zone for the collision. You touch the wall and immediately you hit something. On the right side you can go through the texture a little bit. The good thing about the race fuel setup is because the rear is heavier, the rear tires warm up quicker. So the traction is better actually. And also because the car is heavy, it keeps the tires down. But it also means some understeer, so I need to be careful. Let's see if we're still driving. Oh, John is driving, and Michael as well. There he is, Michael finishing his lap. And he improved 30.88. Where is John? There he is. Is that him? No. Maybe he crashed. Yeah, I think Dimi should have set a time and not worry about the penalty. Because on the next track you can take it at Goodwood. Or maybe he wants to have a good position at Goodwood. I understand, it's one of his favorite tracks. And overtaking there is also very, very difficult. Even though it's a more open track, it's still very narrow. Very easy to defend, to put it like that. Let's see. Can we survive, even though it's a smaller field, so there shouldn't be too many back markers and crashing people. It's just a challenge even when you're driving alone. But yeah, I was hoping for more challenge. I guess everyone planned to take the slower cars around here, more or less. I was expecting some people with fast cars. Maybe John would have been closer, but he missed qualifying. Yeah, I messed up the start a little bit. Michael braked early though, he just let me through. I forgot that I was changing gear with the gear lever and didn't shift to second on time. Let's also be careful with the engine. Don't want to stress it too much. Oh my god, I messed up. And behind me they messed up as well. For some reason the car bounced too much over the curb. Maybe because it's heavy, I didn't expect that. And I think Michael maybe panicked behind me because of my mistake and also made a mistake. Ah, shame. That was a stupid mistake. The moment the car went to the right, I knew it could happen, but it was too late to recover. That's the problem when you're trying to take it more carefully. It's more easy actually to make a mistake. If you're pushing, you're more focused. And you feel the car more. 2 people out already from the server. Again this mistake. I'm so lucky for now. Once you start thinking too much about it, it's very difficult to get the confidence back. To stop thinking when you're driving it and just focus on the driving. Again, almost hitting. I'm just afraid now of the left side edge because I ripped away there earlier. I think that's the problem. I'm avoiding too much the left side. Yeah, I'm not really hot swapping, I'm just trying to drive sensibly, but cannot really relax enough yet. But maybe it's for the better. I don't want to push too much and really make a big incident and damage the car beyond repair. Actually, we don't have any repairs, so beyond drivability. We are going to catch some back markers sooner or later, so it's not going to be a lonely race all the way. And I need to be very careful to realize where they are letting me through. So my patience is going to be tested for sure. Oops. Even though I think there are only 9 of us remaining, so maybe 8 more people apart from me. I was hoping to be clear in the lead anyway, even if we had a full grid and closer competition. Especially with my high ping, it would have been very difficult to drive behind someone. Oh, I touched the armco there. Why didn't he let me here now? Very smart. Oh no, another retirement. I think if you get on the throttle properly before the chicane, it's much easier to control. I'm trying to do that for the past 2 laps. Slow down a little bit more, but get on the power more aggressively. It stabilizes the car, stabilizes. Oh no, another retirement. The guy from second place, I think. Oh no. Everyone retiring. Donny now in second. A little bit late here on the brakes. Old sim, but still better than most modern sims in terms of feeling from the car. Especially with this type of cars, I haven't seen any other sim do them justice. At least the ones I've tried. especially the newer mods like 68, 55, the Can-Am mod. They have a very good handling. Ooh, this was close. No, I don't. I've tried 60s F1 cars everywhere available. They're just not right. They either make them too low on grip, going sideways too much, or they make them on rails, which is very boring and not really realistic. You should be able to drive them like go-karts, basically. You can actually feel connected with the tire here. Maybe not when you watch, but when you drive you can feel it. The movement of the tire and the suspension. Even without force feedback. Just the way the cars react to your inputs. With modern sims I enjoy, of course, other type of cars, but when it comes to 60s F1, I don't think there is anything as good as this. It's not so much the realism, but the whole feeling you get from driving. The level of immersion. What happened? I was in the wrong gear. Shame, it was a very good lap. Could have been fastest lap. And Yannick in second. I'm not going to close the gap on him for the standings. Oh, is this Dimi? I wonder. Maybe not. Maybe it's a different car. I think the Brabham is blue. Okay, at the end of this lap it is halfway through the race. Oh, he's catching me. Going very, very fast. By the way, Donald, have you driven these cars or played this sim? No, if you try it, you'll see it's not floaty at all. R Factor, AC are much more floaty than this one. It may not look so from the outside, but once you try to drive, you'll see. You just can feel the limit better for some reason. I don't know. I don't even know why it happens. For some reason it happens. Especially beyond the limit, here it's much easier to judge. Maybe a little bit floaty within the limit of the grip, but once you start sliding, it's better than most other sims, I think. You can actually feel how much sideways you can go before you really begin to lose control. Difficult to explain in words. Oh, I didn't know such a mod exists for LFS. Maybe I should try it and see how it is. But I think also Live for Speed has a floating issue. Once you go over the limit and start sliding, it's very floaty. It's a bit similar to RBR with rear-wheel drive cars. See, under braking here I can judge exactly how much to counter steer. It's not feeling like one floating car with no specific limit. It's very precise. It's like you feel the tire bending. I don't know, unless you try, it's difficult to explain. I suppose to some extent it depends on the steering wheel and the settings and the car, of course, but at least on my end, from other sims I often get that kind of floating feeling, which is not as bad here in Grand Prix Legends. Wow, Yannick is really flying. I cannot keep his pace. I wonder if he's managing to take the chicane faster. Oh, I changed down to second. Wow, 2 seconds. How is that possible? Did he change to another car? No, what you think is floating here is just a very large slip angle of the tire. But the tire is not sliding. It just may look so on the outside. But you can actually feel where the limit is and how much you're beginning to lose it. It's not a floating feeling, really. The grip varies. It's kind of similar to what you get in RDR at low speed corners. Except when the car begins to slide, you can actually feel it much better. The connection with the tarmac. I'm not saying it's 100% realistic, of course not. On the other mods it's more closer to reality. It's closer to reality. For example, 66 mode, the 68 mode, they are not sliding around that much or going at such big angles through the corners. But the feeling of the grip is very similar. Ooh, I touched the cables a little bit. Yannick is really flying though. Amazing pace. If he's hit the Cooper, I don't know how he does it. I think if you're good in Leap for Speed, you can be good in this one, especially with the newer mods. It's very similar type of driving style. Because back then when they made Leap for Speed, Grand Legends was king, so they basically tried to emulate a little bit, more or less, the handling, but with a more detailed tire physics, with the temperature and wear and everything. I remember most people who were, let me just take the chicane first, who were driving Grand Legends back then, were also playing Leap for Speed, and they were immediately used to it. Oh, 31 seconds now. It was 41 before. Oof. I shouldn't be reading the chat. Not on this track. I wonder if he's doing low 29s or high 29s, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing 32s, but he's crazy fast. I guess I'm lucky he didn't qualify, otherwise no chance to beat him. Should I stay in 5th gear there? What's going on? Yeah, I think Leap for Speed problem was budget and licenses. Oh, that was bad. Just the project wasn't financed properly to make it bigger. Oh no, was that a BT7 too? I hope it's not gimme. I don't dare to go with 5th gear through the chicane, but it may work. Yeah, so it was him who was smoking. I was sure it was a BT7. I hope he can survive until the end though. It's possible, as you know, Alan, to finish with a smoking engine. Too late. I had a very good exit out of Tabaxo, arrived at higher speed. Okay, 6 laps to go. Late braking just doesn't work. What am I doing? I just cannot get it properly every time. Did I damage the suspension a little bit? Oh no, he's out. I think he's still going to get points because he covered enough distance and there are not enough people. So he'll be classified at some position in the points. Yeah, unless it's the Honda. Then you cannot really survive, I guess. Yeah, I prefer to push a little bit more. It keeps me in a good rhythm. If I try to go slower, I may crash. Oh, thank you, Jimmy, for the raid. Sorry about your retirement, but you're still going to get some points. You covered enough distance. Yeah, no matter what I do, Yannick is just fine. Every lap. It seems I put too much fuel for the race. shame. Messed up there. I was pushing for a personal best maybe in the race. But too much understeer. And this one is too fast in. Wow, Yannick was really flying. He was 41 seconds when he jumped to second, and now he is under 20 seconds. Yeah, I was thinking maybe you can survive for podium. Wow, he's with the Cooper. How can he be so fast? 29.64. I only have, yeah, on the final lap, 30.06. Without the mistakes, maybe I could have done 29.8, but still no chance. And he must have been doing these laps again and again. I was doing 31, sometimes 30, but also some mistakes. But yeah, he was much quicker. I don't know if the car is much quicker, but no, it's him as well. I think the Cooper and BT7 should be about equal. Thank you, Dimi. I actually made several mistakes, including on lap 1 at the chicane. But I was lucky to survive. And I think the guys behind me crashed because I crashed a little bit, and they panicked maybe on lap 1. Yeah, I guess you broke the engine. Maybe from over revving a few times. It happens. Yeah, great drive for Yannick. Very, very impressive. I was... every lap he was 1-2 seconds quicker. Which means he was already doing 29s around here in the middle of the race. Or maybe 30 when I was doing 31s. Yeah, 31s, 32. He was already doing 30s and maybe even 29s. Which means he was pushing like crazy and not making mistakes. Wow. Well, let's save. Okay. Do I get the newspaper, by the way? I forgot, if I press the red button, or do I have to wait? Actually, never mind. I cannot take a screenshot anyway. Yeah. Enrique messed it up in front of me. I see. So Enrique was jumping up to second, and Micah was behind him. Yeah, Yannick is going to be very tough to beat at Goodwood, I imagine. Oh, there is the newspaper. Okay. What do you mean, Alan? At Monaco? I was never that good either. Usually I just messed up. Even the original chicane taken flat out. I remember our friend Douglas Thompson. He managed to do 100 laps in mock and finish the race. Amazing achievement. Yeah, it's very, very tough. Very tough track. Okay, guys, I guess I'm going to take a break now, and maybe tomorrow I can continue with RBR. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't that exciting, I guess. Just the track itself and the car, but not many battles at all. Just myself on my own. But at least we managed to get the win. And next week we have a Goodwood. So hopefully it's going to be a more exciting race for you to watch. And we'll see what happens there. Until then, have a nice weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow perhaps for some RBR. But during the day, not at the evening. Bye bye guys, take care.